Welcome to Battle Lounge at Steeplejack Brewing. We are a PDX regional, and we are here to show you what we have to offer. We have an awesome lineup of games: Street Fighter 6, Soul Calibur 6, and Tekken 8, which is a Tekken World Tour event, by the way. And my name is Flex Luther Chapavelli, and my boy Nasta here with me. And we're going to be going right into Street Fighter 6 as the first game in our lineup. Excited to see. We have 2 swords and I believe one more opponent with him, Simon, going up against with us. But yeah, it's just going to be, at least in the Street Fighter section of it, it's going to be just a bunch of, it was like Eugene, Portland, we have a little bit of Vancouver showing up. It's going to be just kind of a battle of wills. We got Nelson, oh my gosh, something cause. He has like a tag that I just can never fully remember. CVE is going to be here, Black Mamba Cats, we got Dagger G, we have Reach winning the last, no, not Reach, Nelson, Dagger G, and Reach were all in the top lineup of core values in every single iteration of the bi-monthly that they've been playing in. So obviously, excited to see, hopefully they make top 6. Those are the 3 that I'm really excited to see. CVE and Black Mamba Cats as well. They've been just kind of on the up and up for all of the PDX events, from the locals to the monthlies, now getting an opportunity at a regional here. It's going to be really exciting to see.
Yeah, like in terms of this event, we have, pretty much, so much Oregon talent. It's kind of hard to ask for more. I know, definitely think we might have some Washington people coming down for the Tekken side, if I'm not mistaken. But at least for Street Fighter 6, it's definitely going to be, Oregon against Oregon, really joining us. Like, who really is the best?
It's a lot of familiar
Oregon,
faces,
right?
No question. A lot of people that we've seen before.
That space is definitely in contention a little bit. Like, there's been back and forth between certain players, with the meta kind of like developing, and then these players just making their own counterplay to their opponents, because at this point they have played each other enough that it's just like the amount of thoughts that have to be going through your head is just like, this is how it went last time, and it's just that back and forth, and I'm excited to see some of that today.
And the big thing too, just to keep familiar with, is that these are a lot of legacy players, people that I've met and talked to. As a relatively new player myself, I'll admit it, in comparison, we have people who've been playing since Street Fighter 4 2009, literally 09ers, versus us like Zoomer, like completely not with the
that
culture.
We are the young demographic
of this game. It's actually kind of crazy. But so just going on to the counterplay like that, these are people who have experienced these players grow literally over a decade. A lot of them are very familiar with each other, first name basis, all that kind of stuff. Gaming tournaments and esports scenes always love using gamer tags and stuff. Everyone's on a first name basis. But it looks like we are going to be going right into our first game, Simon versus 2 swords. Now, if I'm familiar, Simon, I believe when I played against him was going JP. But 2 swords, I'm a little unfamiliar with who they're going to be going up at.
Alright. Looking at them waiting on reverting their controls here. They are on monitor. I don't know if that's intentional or not. Oh, it's trying to...
Oh, is the controller not? Oh, yeah, there we go. Okay.
All right, there.
Both on board.
Yeah.
Oh, it looks like Chun-Li Blanca. Awesome stuff.
Okay.
Oh, that's another thing.
Hey, wait. Okay, so we are...
Oh, now you're even more invested. Okay.
Sorry. I saw the control test for modern Chun-Li, and it's like, man, I haven't seen that in a minute.
I would think you were looking at like the modern Blanca. You're like hands rubbing. You're like, ooh, this is my element.
I am not convinced that modern Blanca is the worst character in the game, as I have
you've been fully convinced?
I am fully convinced.
All right, my mistake. It looks like we have Rashid DJ.
Okay.
All right, we're going up the tier list a little bit. We're going no modern Blanca.
All right, so with your expertise with DJ, against... Oh, wait, are we still getting DJ? Okay.
Am I getting mixed by the players?
Are we?
3 times over? No, okay, we
got DJ locked in this time. So what are your thoughts? DJ versus Rashid here.
DJ Rashid.
Wait, no, we're getting mixed.
Am I getting played again? I can't win. I can't.
We're going for the mirror already? Okay.
They can't show me characters. I get rotated on over and over and over and over and over again, man. All right, Rashid Mirror. Awesome way to start the tournament. This is the first match of Battle Lounge here at Steeplejack Brewing. Let's see what both our players have to offer. Awesome start. Going to just be testing some fireballs. This is going to be a Rashid. Standard play, definitely in the beginning.
Yeah, I feel like Rashid is one of those characters that just has been on the rise in terms of just like that raw mix-up potential. Like the character literally calls it out for you, and you'll get hit by it every time.
Oh, let's not forget the best level 2 in like the past 20.
It is absolutely disgusting. You don't just have this huge tornado, you have like these powered up moves that come with it. You can't ask for more value.
Speaking of grounded, EX projectile. Interesting going for it twice into the burnout just to try and get the corner pressure in the mix. Of course, Rashid is definitely a character that's fully functional with burnout, but that's not going to matter once that bar comes back. Oh, with the whip.
Okay,
all right, second time's a charm. We just got to fire it back. We just got to fire it right back.
Last chance here because you're putting yourself into burnout here. Again, you get a lot of value immediate level 2. I respect it. You know, keep the pressure going. Yeah, that's going to be a free punish, buddy. But unfortunately, no final hit.
All right, quick little jab, quick little setup. There we go. On the board, first round going to Simon. I love that little scramble there. I love that they were both going to play in burnout. No, the Prodigy games play my would love to give me more of that.
Yeah, I feel like we're not really seeing too many of these mix-ups work out because both these players understand the toolkit a little bit more. We do see some throw loops here going on a little bit in the corner, though. But all right, good little drive rush in. See that pressure, get that control there. You know, throwing out a few buttons. Hey, they might have whiffed, but you got away with it.
Yeah, no, you just kind of got to keep that pressure, keep the scramble, especially when you're burnout. Whole drive meter right there, right? You have to hold the fort down. And while 2 level 2 Splash is going to be an EX kick right out of it. Now they're just trading big swings at each other, trying to close in the round. 2 Swords might be able to get on the board. Does not get scared. The jump in, gets the meter back. Level 1 misses the punish. All right, it's going to be pushed into the corner. Drive rush. Oh, the deep right. The jump actually kind of saved there. Forgot the reset. Able to just stay right out of the drive impact and able to get the round.
Taking the back foot here. Took a little bit of hits. Interesting enough. Okay, got a little bit going.
That was a really cool punish. And just keeping the pressure alive against the corner, forcing the drive reversal.
Okay, ooh, risky little jump in there. I was ready for the spinning mixer.
Ooh, like that. Step back with another punt with punish. Excellent stuff. From 2 Swords now being retaliated by Simon. Like a mix up into the grab.
Right, might be seeing level 2 on deck here in a second. Both
both
players, both in burnout is like, hey, this is the perfect moment.
Who's gonna rip it first is the question. I like that they flashed with it earlier too, so we might see another one of those. Again, all right, immediately on the get up, blocks the level 2. Has the mix.
Luckily didn't get punished for the drive reversal in a really good spot here. Have that corner control, knew that that reversal was coming. Oh, but no finisher there either. Oh my gosh, put yourself in burnout.
Ooh, I like the catch. Might be against the game in a second. Swap sides them, goes to the corner themselves. They are not deterred. And with an EX cyclone, level 2 that comes out, just gotta buy some time. As always, parries it. Just holds the parry button down. That's the grab.
Both have a level 1 here, but someone is gonna get chipped out.
Oh my. Kick with the super kick.
All right, 2 Swords.
Kudos to 2 Swords, hold the fort down. There we go. The crouch heavy kick. Now he's gonna get a full combo and immediately push to the far right side of the stage. Excellent.
Yeah, you can never let somebody sweep you on block for free.
Yeah, no, you gotta be on top of that. That is rule number 1. If you're ever trying to grind, you know, out of gold.
Yeah.
Be on top of
Bro,
that.
I don't think golds are sweeping nowadays. It's all about the EXP on Wake Up.
Bring the sweep back.
Bring the sweep back.
Oh, I like it. He was not happy about that.
It's like, you know what? It was actually all a ploy to make you think that you were safe, and I went for it again.
Oh my god, he returns the favor immediately back.
Oh, and the pressure keeps on going, and that meter is looking real low. That is going to be a splat on the wall, and good EX spinning mixer to finish it out.
I like it. They're literally replicating each other's strategies on each other, and it's working against each other.
Bro, the amount of drive impacts I have seen here in this round 1 is crazy, but wow, good
Side
grab
switch
there.
called out the EX option on grab. Oh, I like the drive rush trying to get the overhead. testing the waters against each other. Now that they're kind of realizing, oh, we're playing at each other's pace. We are both looking at reflections of ourselves. It's time to get some change in there.
This is a real gear matchup.
There we go. An interesting way to use projectile to punish. Hey, got to the corner. Simon immediately just pushes right out, sets up level 2. Gonna walk with it. Push. I like that. Set up to punish the drive reversal, thinking that the level 2 is out. Oh, just kicking right through it. Excellent stuff, Simon. The awareness. The cycle is now a non-issue because you have the wall to bounce right off of. But now you have to survive having no meter, immediately being taken coast to coast to the other side. And with another whip, Irish Two Swords has been so good.
These dashes really putting in the work, just, you know, really optimal spacing for these punishes, you know, since they're sharing the same button. Like, the reality is that if you're caught throwing out a move like a little too early, your opponent's just always going to get the value.
There we go, tempting each other with some low options. Oh, you saw the preparation of making hit anti-air, but no, neither player has been really capitalizing on it.
Right.
Level 2. Oh, tried to repeat the magic. It was not enough. But the grab animation with the turnaround got him out of the corner. He does take a hit from a level 2 being pushed towards him, but Simon has another leash on life. Sets up his own level 2. Two Swords did not try this time.
Okay, just parries it all here. Oh, good patience there on the drive reversal, but man, taking a risk there, going for the... Oh, all right.
Punish counter included. Oh, and then preparation, no DI.
Okay, you gotta be dead here. You got a level 1 here to... Oh, doesn't go for that combo route, but just does it raw to finish it out anyways.
Just fire away. Two Swords walks away. 2-0 in that beautiful Rashid mirror. Excellent stuff from both our players, though, of course. Like we were talking about, the techniques that they were both using, we're literally working on each other back and forth, leapfrogging in the corner near the end of round 1 of game 2. It was just like, it's just awesome stuff. But now it looks like we're going to be having the top seed of the tournament making an appearance on stream. Dagger G versus Tofu Tom. Both names, of course, circulated within the PDX quite often, but Dagger G especially has been someone who has just been whipping through all the talent now that his run with Third Strike can kind of take a small break after EVO, right? You know, you had to prep for that. Now it's time to start going up to SF6, see what's going on with one of the most diabolical guiles I've ever seen on planet Earth. I'm not kidding.
Yeah, and in terms of Oregon players with, like, big in-region tournament wins, Dagger G, hot off of winning Core Values 4, right? So, you know, in terms of, like, who's the best in Oregon right now, it's like, hey, you know, Dagger G in a really good spot to me, making another run, but also is going to be the person that everyone's gunning after, right? They want to, you know, get that top spot.
My most anticipated, without question, will always be Nelson Dagger G, because the sets, I tell you, have always been gassed. Every time they're both pushing each other to new heights, it feels like you see the players evolve every single time. And of course, the spaghetti that comes with that, right? Going for all these new techniques because they've literally just been neck and neck for so long. And it's like either Dagger G just makes a huge stride and finds a like insane gameplay change. Nelson claws his way back and it literally just stacks over each other. That being said, though, Dagger G has won the last 2 sets they've seen when they've seen each other in top 6.
Okay.
So let's see if they can replicate that. But of course, Dagger G has to find his way to Nelson first. Let's see if Tofu Tom has what it takes to send Dagger G to losers and make a big upset to begin the tournament.
From the top of your head, do you know who Tofu Tom plays?
I believe it's Blanca.
Blanca.
I say that because I lost to him in his Blanca.
Okay. All right. So, at least from my experience, this can be, you know, a difficult matchup to navigate. Knowing Dagger G, I don't think we're seeing a switch off the guile. Is the guile tried and true all the way through. But maybe I could be proven wrong in this set. This is early in the bracket. You know, some players really like bringing out the pockets for that. Right now, I'm seeing a Bison locked in.
Ooh, interesting stuff. Bison was an interesting character on launch, at least locally. We were seeing him just being picked up by everyone because it's like, oh, this guy has some volatile moves, right? Like, I think that's kind of by design, just to be as hostile as possible and be as just explosive as you can in terms of damage and stuff. So seeing everyone kind of running Bison for a while was very much the case. So if Tom makes a change here, like we see right now, we might actually get to see some results with the character, because Bison's been like teetering.
Oh, I'm
right?
telling you, we're already starting to see results. I was, commentating in an online tournament in Seattle, and Chris CCH absolutely demolishing the competition with Bison, just making the character look absolutely disgusting. You know, just those OD meter dumps, you can get so much damage out of this character, but being able to navigate that properly. And in terms of, this matchup, this has always been something for Street Fighter. Like, I can't remember, is it usually style favor, like, notoriously?
Yes. Yes, absolutely.
Production's looking at me as like, what are you even insinuating?
Bro, you showed your hand. You showed your hand there, bro. You're 909er.
Yeah, I'm showing my age a little bit. Yeah.
All right, but with a start in this game one, it's pretty even. I'm liking a lot of the aerial mix-ups Tom is going for. But playing Burnout is a risky game against Kyle. Oh, saw the whiff grab and just chose the slowest option.
Interesting, trying to go for the grab there from the mine setup. Okay, but is able to take that first round. That's pretty huge.
Round 2. Fight.
Yeah, no, looking at it is just kind of just seeing the way that Tom was getting away with a lot of aerial options. It made me think. I was like pondering. I was like sitting like, wait a minute. I'm seeing a lot of those gonna go unscathed or unchecked for the most part. He might be catching the charge timings a little bit, but there we go. Finally an anti. I like that punish for that, especially Dagger G now getting a little more familiar with what Bison's got going, specifically Tom's Bison.
Oh, whipping the grab there. That's one of the things that is really interesting in this game is how, Psycho Crusher on impact is. It's like even the perfect parry timing's a little weird, where there's kind of like an open time period where you're still in the air of the hitbox. But right now it's looking really good here for Dagger G, getting the anti-air. Just look at that value, and you were caught jumping to Sonic Boom.
He saw the inevitable. You have the 1 HP. You're susceptible to chip. I like the attempt to go for the foot stomp there too, though, to try and get out of the corner and see if Dagger G would go for a middle option. But no, you're kind of seeing the adaptation just in real time, literally just becoming much more controlling of the neutral, setting up level 2 off the air reset, biding his time. There we go. Yep,
this is going to be so much damage. Watch that meter disappear.
Unloaded half the clip, by the way. He still has some left over.
Oh, and Burnout? Oh, and level 1 at the ready. Oh, this is terrifying. Oh, I think that was a really good option to get out of the situation. But caught in the air.
That was 2 ways it was going to end, and he just chose the faster one.
The slow-moving, Sonic Blade, too. Like, it was a...
That was devious.
That was something.
Sometimes I forget Guile in this game is a really good character. Just every now and then.
Yeah, he obviously wasn't, though. He needed the buff.
Here we go. Here we go again. You cannot catch Dagger G lacking when it comes to DI reaction. Again, another perfect punish for that. No drive rush required. There we go. Seeing the punish finally connect from what we were seeing in game 1, it's just beautiful to see. Finally catching up with each other. All right. Oh, good call out there too. Just immediately sent him right back down.
Right, Toki needs to be careful about these jump-ins. I feel like Dagger G is locking in that regard. But, getting in that footsie situation, it's difficult to really make up that distance. But, oh my goodness, going to be forced into Burnout here. Has level 2, goes for the Psycho in, but gets punished by the flash kick.
It's just minus enough where you will not be fully susceptible, so that was going for an option afterwards. Knowing that, just immediately went for that for the punish there. Dagger G gets the chip kill. Excellent stuff.
Alright, good pressure there on block. Trying to intercept that jump in. Okay.
There we go, another kick is just doing wonders. Dagger G, it might actually be his favorite move.
level 3!
Oh, calls out the DI.
Okay.
Unlimited.
There we go. Alright, it's gonna be a ton of damage being critical art and in burnout too.
Oh,
being a little too positive. That was almost so ideal, but got caught with the burnout frames. It actually can be your worst enemy sometimes. Dagger G walks away.
Yeah.
Again, moving on further into bracket, just drawing nearer and nearer to top 8. We're not gonna. It's not the last one.
Yeah, for sure. Man,
No, it's just we just saw. It's just textbook Dagger G.
Yeah. I feel like what we kind of see with Bison in those scenarios with the drive rush in is that they've given the character so many options. You can either go for the overhead in terms of that drive rush in, which I think is back kick, not back heavy kick.
Forgive me, I do not know the input.
I'm trying to remember from the top of my head.
I just watch it on screen. I just see it happen. I'm like,
Which,
oh,
without drive
awesome.
rush is not necessarily the best option, but it keeps you close so you can keep applying that pressure. But I've also seen people just kind of go for the target combo to try to mix up the opponents on like what you're going for. And in that moment there, yeah, I guess the grab was just the option to go for. And it,
And then you're just like, all right, you have the timing so down for when you have, or when the opponent has drive meter. Like, you're used to it. And then that one time you just get those extra frames, you're like, whoa. All right, my bad. That's on me. Familiarity in game state is just so integral in this game. Of course, everyone talks about how Street Fighter 6 is a mental stat game. It can't be further. Like, it's the truth. It's just the absolute truth towards this game. It's just how, like, you have to consider X, Y, and Z, and then, oh, it turns out the rest of the alphabet also included when you're in this position that you rarely in, like corner options, burnout being another factor like we were talking about, and how that affects literally game-making decisions. It's just, you gotta be on your A game at all times in this game, which is honestly, I really enjoy, personally, because it just, I don't know, you just see players just make these bold decisions that just consider all these things. You're literally going through like chart after chart after chart of choices, and you're like, all right, let's do this one. Sometimes it's a crazy option. I mean, obviously with all that considering too, you have a lot of spaghetti come out, and I don't know about you, that's like my favorite part of fighting games. I need to see some spaghetti. I need to see some people
and I feel like early pools, when people are like, just warming up to this a little bit, you might have gotten a few casuals in, but bracket's a whole other demon. So you end up seeing some people really just kind of like, even mess up the bread and butter sometimes. And it just leads to this like stalemate situation of like, oh no.
What's going to happen? Speaking from experience, my hardest round is never going to be the farthest point I'm in bracket. It's going to be round 1. Winner's side, round 1. If I cannot play in that, it's downhill. Like, it's actually the most stressful
I feel that.
round you can play in any tournament. I don't care what skill level you're at. Your first round is always going to be the hardest.
And then your second will be then winner's round 2.
Infinitely easier, like coasting, I'm the best in the world. But then round 1, we're all equal. I have not proven myself yet. No, that was my experience at Evo specifically. I was like shaking, like you're always like first time like at like a really big tournament. You're like super nervous and stuff like that. Once you finally get over that hurdle, you're just like gonna play phenomenally for the rest of the day. You always need that little confirmation. That's the best way to put it. Just like, I can do this. I believe.
See, my Evo Evo experience was definitely just a weird like calmness. I went in bracket like absolute zen, and I did it like well, all things considered. But now it's just like if I go Evo again, it's just like it is not going to to be that way. Now that I have results to want to beat next year.
2-2 brought your ego up here.
I went 3-2.
My bad.
Right.
My bad. 3-2. I went 2-2.
Yeah.
I went 2-2 in Street Fighter 6. Hey, they gave me a bye, all right? They believed in me. Evo believed in me.
See, I didn't get a bye.
Oh, okay. So you're like, that's on me. That's on me. Okay, but my third strike results were not bad.
Yeah. See, I went 2-2. I went 2-2 in third strike.
Okay. Yeah. There you go. Humbled again. Yeah. There we go. Get one more win after that. You're just like Cloud9.
Yeah, I ended up losing to a Japanese player that went random characters. It's just like, bro had it ready.
Oh, I'm trying to remember the name of the player. He's like a notable player in, like, I think MK. I played up against him, and he just had an insane
Oh,
heal.
I know you're.
Yeah. No, this is awesome stuff.
Bro ended up DQing out a third strike to go commentate
Yeah,
MK1.
He beat me and eliminated the guy I had to play in losers finals to go just to DQ out and go commentate. Real stuff. Just to kind of report some results, looks like Black Mamba Cats and CDE have played.
Okay.
Two prospective players met up with each other in round 2, and CDE came out the victor 2-0.
Okay.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. Tyrannia moves on, going to be going into Blatant Cause. DJ, talked to him a little bit. He has a wealth of knowledge that I'm realizing all the top talent in this game currently have, or at least in this tournament currently have. Like, I just opened up a conversation with him, just like, oh, what do you think of this matchup? And I actually got, like, the textbook.
Yeah.
And I was oh, it's like that.
And he's just like, the information started just flooding. And I'm like, oh, this guy knows his stuff.
But it looks like we finally got some games going. Doctor, I'm sorry, man. I'm here to talk about the game. I don't run it. My bad, man.
All right.
Looks like it's going to be Reach versus ZD. ZD had a really, really good start to this game. Who was running the Marissa for the longest time and was just top 3 every single tournament I was seeing him at. Every single time he showed up, there was a bunch of players that were like in that upper echelon from the start, and he was definitely one of them. And Reach now actually representing more of the current Oregon results going on. He has been top 3 almost every tournament he's been attending because his Dawson is just that good. And reminder, it's Dawson. So you know the players have this insane pool of tricks. Literally the bag of tricks. They are a killer clown car in motion, going up against one of the current top tier representations with Ed. The character switch has been made, and that character has been nothing but successful.
You know, I feel like it's 50-50 on people putting Ed on that pedestal, though. I
think, you a doubter? Are you doubting Ed?
Like,
that's crazy.
Okay.
That's, you know what? If I speak.
You know, if you're... The character has good tools for people that have the, you know, gameplay to make it work. Like, they need to just, you know, be locked in, like, all the time. And then you get the most value out of this character.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Well, hey, let's hope ZD matches your expectations for what makes this character potentially qualifying.
ZD knocked me out of my first ever bracket. I think ZD is a great player.
More than qualified?
Yeah, more than qualified. If I see an upset here, I will be so validated.
Beyond validated. But hey, I don't even feel like it's going to be an upset for either player. Both these players have had just absolute empire careers at the start and now in this game. It's just going to be a matter of seeing if one can topple the other, and Reach is just doing really good at the start of this match. I think it's kind of you have to remember, oh, this is Dawson, right? Because the tricks are endless with this character. You kind of need them to make him function in Street Fighter 6.
And then Dawson is also, I think, one of the characters with the, you know, one of the lower, if not the lowest, play rate. So in terms of that matchup experience, yeah, you can get it, but it's going to be at that Reach level. I know a lot of players struggle to kind of find that training partner to even, you know, learn the matchup experience to begin with. And at the moment, we see Reach just, you know, absolutely dominating the space. It's kind of like hard to, you know, figure out where's my opening in this pressure.
Yeah, no, he's trying a little bit of everything right now. You're seeing the jump options, trying to dodge the low and the fireball coming at the same time. He's just trying to figure out something, but Burnout is now on the table for ZD. He's going to force level 2. The teleport calls it out a little bit. Both now sending the Burnout, the jump, calling out the grab. Now low HP for the Ed in question. There we go. The tick grab from the air. It's a tick grab coming, starting from
I was about to say, ZD was in a pretty scary situation there where you were like in the perfect zone for so many Dawson options. Like right now, having a really good setup there with the Yoga Fire. Alright, but we see ZD cooking up a little bit here, able to get a little cheeky low, getting that grab, getting that forced burnout. Now this is where you really need to get that value. Alright, I respect going for that OD Fireball. Okay, they get a little bit crossed up. You will see a little slowdown, but CD did put in the damage and get that number 6.
No, the movement options was absolutely what he needed. Just try and just see how Reach reacts to certain things and finally get some data on his side of the match. Now it's becoming a much more even game, but Reach is also making adjustments and getting into the level 1, doing astronomical amounts of damage considering the amount of hits that went into that combo. Forced to walk back, calls out the patience, and gets the grab.
Okay, and I also saw, you know, throwing out a little move there is like, hey, if you're going to do something on Wake Up, I got you. But man, that health is looking super low. Both in burnout, but in that stalemate, at least Edie ended up going for that high commitment.
Reach saw the opportunity. He's like, okay, I have to hit him for this. Like, going for the EX option there. ZD is trying to punish those long arms. Wow, with the time to react to the DI in return.
It was like relatively a safe timing, but the issue was because it was being hit so much, it slowed it just enough where Reach was able to, you know, throw it out maybe in the last few frames.
There we go, a grab, really getting him back into the center of the stage. Oh, Giant Rush, low extended punch is insane. There we go. Excellent combo into level 3, just closing it right there with a swift. That was just so fast.
Like, I feel like when I ended up seeing that drive rush in going for the, you know, the kind of like low sweep, it kind of makes me think it's just like so many characters nowadays are kind of like doing drive-ish grab or jab. I put
drive rush jab.
And grab. I've seen them go for grab too because that way their hurt box doesn't actually get moved. So I was actually split on what I was gonna say. Players have become so conditioned when they see green to kind of like go for something. So like messing with the waters ends up kind of being advantageous. And with Dawson, you straight up can still hit him.
Yeah.
Which is kind of hilarious in a way.
Ah, my goodness. But yeah, no, that was just another demonstration of Reach's just the capabilities and what he has in store for the rest of this tournament. We're going to see him as well. He's another mainstay on every stream you're going to see in PDX Street Fighter 6. But now, 2 more representatives of that title, Nelson versus CVE. Of course, we talked about CVE's victory over Black Mama Cats. That turned out to be the match right before this one. Both of them slated to go up against another Titan of the region. Nelson has just, again, he has been the consistent one in all of the stories of, you know, Dagger G like idling by, like focusing on third strike, and you were talking about like ZD and Reach like having these different eras where they're just becoming really good. There was one factor in all of that, and that was Nelson. Always been at the top of the game the entire time, and he's been just doing that for, it feels like forever at this point. Always been just such a good player, and now he's just going to try and demonstrate it yet again. But again, CVE has also had the up-and-coming title for a little bit now as well. Let's see if she can get on the board, and even better yet, get the upset.
Alright, so we are going to see the Blanca here, I'm guessing, from Nelson, and we're seeing the good old Marissa for CVE. In terms of Nelson, Nelson has some pretty deep pockets. So we're actually seeing the switch here to Ryu, which honestly, I can see some of the appeal here, but then, wait a minute. Was thinking about the ad, I'm guessing, but it's like, you know, go with the tried and true to start
the
with.
secondary.
Yeah.
No, it must be said that Nelson has a very deep well of characters. It's kind of what he's known for. It's just having, he's ran DJ, Blanca, Bison. We're seeing Ryu. I've heard talks of the Zangief.
Oh, wait a minute. There's an issue. There's dynamic.
Oh, he's on dynamic
You're
control?
on dynamic.
Hey, that's against the rules. Wait a minute.
Yeah. But funny
Ban
enough,
Nelson, it's over.
It would have been really funny if I let it play out.
Yeah, just like, oh my god, these combos are insane. It's like an AI did it for me.
Why is he jumping in all the time? Because it will force you to jump in sometimes.
You actually like learned like what?
Yeah, I learned
control. Oh my god.
Well, when the demo was out, I was just curious on what it did.
Okay, all right. They double check. Made sure he wasn't on dynamic control.
Right.
There we go. Starting it off right with the jab. Check into a double DP finisher combo. Gotta love it. It's Ryu time. This character, with all the patches recently, I know it's been a little bit of time, but now he's just had such a resurgence in quality and performance. I'm excited to see, because Marissa has also been a character who's been slightly on the line, but CBE has remained vigilant and been playing the character for good the entire game, in all honesty.
And right now, CBE in a pretty good spot given how the round started, but we do see that, you know, crouching medium kick drive rush in here, but we do see burnout. CBE is still in the hot seat with that lower health, can't really afford to trade, and caught on the jump in.
Yeah, no, that's textbook. That's literally just puts he's playing the perfect position, knowing that if a jump ever happens, it's going to be the punish to go with it. Speaking of which, though, I love that heavy kick, absolutely sending Nelson to the skies.
Oh my goodness.
Leading into that's over 60% of your health bar.
Oh, that is... Okay, like, it is a hard situation to be in. The timing on that charged heavy kick is absolutely disgusting. Great perfect parry here for Nelson, switching up the sides, you know, really using that meter here, going for the level 3 here. That's being confident.
That's a statement.
Yeah.
That is a statement, because remember, this is Marissa. She looks at you funny. That health bar is just gone. Literally. And there we go with the side switch, just jumping right past him. The parry goes for the drive reversal, immediately just hits him, gets her off of him.
Alright, we're seeing critical art on deck here. Doesn't, you know, CBE doesn't really need it, just needs to find that one open. And there, oh, but it would have been off the light scaling. Definitely would have killed now. But now we see the burnout here. Ooh, the chip is going to do wonders. Got and the grab.
Just enough, the literally maximum amount of health bar that would have been before grab not killing. But there we go, going back to the select screen. You know, I've had to talk with a lot of players that, you know, they talk about their tournament nerves and stuff, and it's like, go back to the character select screen. Just spend that time. It forces you to mental reset. I hope y'all are excited to see that as much as we are, because there's going to be a lot of it throughout the rest of the tournament.
Oh,
just
wait,
spend that time.
Kuma here.
Oh, there's a little more intention.
CBE. Okay, the best Shoto in the game. All right.
That's not even like a controversial take anymore. That's just facts.
Oh wait, no. Okay, we're
consider heavily consider.
Yeah, but we're going to Marissa here for this game. You know, seeing Nelson's Ryu is just like, you know, you're seeing that kind of like, you know, bread and butter conditioning. I feel like I've seen from all the Ryus, really taking advantage of going for like light jab and to mix up either overhead, grab. Like, it's just, the character really has a solid mix and an advantage. Right now though, CB, if you can keep this going, good pressure there on the drive meter, but the sweep side switch is usually a pretty hard situation to be in. Drive reversal, not getting punished for it, should be able to get a punish, goes for the grab because of the parry, and there we go.
Wow, going for the drive rush and the immediate kick just to see if he's going to press a button, see if Nelson's just not even going for an EXP in that position is going to reward CBE.
Alright, CBE caught on the low there. Okay, risky jump there. There's also a lot to be gained, but stuck in the corner. That little dash in doing wonders. Going for the light jab, it did end up connecting. So, you know, oh, this is huge.
Yeah, this is going to be a fat amount of hit. He can be whipping like that.
Oh, the side switch?
Drive reversal, just get off me tool. Just like, all right, I understand.
Like
cooking like that.
It wasn't going to kill, so you go with that inherent risk of having to deal with critical art level 3. So honestly, I'm a bit okay with saving it there, but unfortunately, I do think this is going to kill for the rest. Just barely not. Okay.
Wow. Yeah, no, a pixel of health left. You got full meter and the slow walk up grab. It's Street Fighter boiled down to its finest points, right? That's just...
Is it a low, an overhead, just a normal, or... Like, there's just so many options that you're thinking about in that moment.
That was a double Hashimeki combo, by the way. That was beautiful to see. Kept her in the air for so long. Marissa in the corner yet again. Excellent backdash, though. Called the grab loop, and just now going to take the opportunity to get out of the corner just a little bit, bide some time, and sent right back there into the level 3.
Oh no!
Oh, that's gotta sting so much. Only 1 bar of meter is on the board, though, and low drive meter to boot. Who's going to get sent into burnout? Of course, Nelson will. And he really just tries to get the anti-air, just trying to keep her at bay. This This is CBE's chance to get on the board.
The hurt box shifting was not helping out CBE. CBE trying to keep the pressure going. That jump in was so risky.
So scary. There we go. Another Superman punch EX.
Oh!
It's a jump in. It's going to be in. And we are on the board. CBE Nelson is 1-1. We might be on the upset right here, but it's not going to be any easy. You saw how dangerously close that was for both parties.
Okay, going for the light option here, so it's not going to be the best scaling, but the overhead is huge here for the extension, keeping the pressure going towards that corner. All right, going for the charge, able to avoid the sweep. Yeah, don't let that happen to you.
Yeah, no, don't let it beat you. Canceling out the Superman punch with an aerial of your own. Excellent stuff. Nelson just fully swinging right now for the fences, just into the corner as soon as possible, and actually kind of plays it back as CBE does tally it a little bit, just immediately goes into stance. Oh, it doesn't go for the grab. That was the opportune time to do so. CBE awareness.
Oh my goodness, caught once again. They're on the jump, tries to backdash, gets the drive reversal here. Still has that meter here, but you have to be careful on what you're throwing out. We're seeing Nelson ready for some of these punishes, especially Gladius.
Yeah, going for armored moves here is absolutely insane because you have so little to work with. There we go. Oh, was trying to type the shot, grab, and actually just going to hit one in exchange. There we go. Got to play very safe right now. Your HP is so low. CB, what are you going to do to mix?
Ooh, that was a lot of risk taken there. You don't really have the help for the armor.
Oh, just whittled down to the last inkling of drive meter. It's kind of lacking without the perfect para. You're going to lose it, and that resulted in you losing the round. Now it's just going to be a little war of attrition, picking at each other with some low options just to try and get some damage on the board. Meanwhile, Nelson tries to anticipate the cross-up and gets grabbed in exchange. CB's become more aware of that position.
Yeah, Nelson definitely trying to bait out for that perfect parry. What a drive rush that was. Noticed the whip, and I was like, I don't have a quick enough option out of what I just thrown out. Good pressure here. Right now, doesn't even need to use the meter, but, you know, forces level 2. That's pretty huge. It wasn't empowered, so it wasn't a whole lot of damage. It didn't come from a combo or anything. So CBE in a really good spot. Could definitely chip out here, and the anti-air.
Liking that again. Street Fighter boiled down to its finest components. You do a perfect position to just get an anti-air. Keep it simple. That's all you have to do. Now, both of them in final round. This is an excellent opening for CBE. His first 9 seconds has already resulted in so much damage. There we go, drive reversal to immediately just put them back into neutral and a perfect parry. There we go, but it's not fast enough for the jab.
Wait a minute. Okay, this is a perfect combo here for the corner to level 3. This is gonna do damage.
This is gonna do so much, and this is the time you need to get that meter back against the wall. What is going to be? Is that a guess for game?
Ooh, risky option there. Good call out there on the jump. CBE not able to punish there on the sweep. Jumps in, putting
right
yourself in the corner. Catches a low for the perfect KO.
A perfect first upset of the tournament on stream. CBE beats Nelson.
That's crazy.
The Ryu was not safe. The Ryu was not safe.
Oh
CBE,
my goodness.
I believe that's the first Nelson win, by the way.
Okay.
First Nelson win on the board.
And
CBE
might
moves
not
on.
be the last.
No, we have definitely more in store. This tournament is already
Okay.
turning out so good. We've seen so many good performances from the top reps, and now we're seeing the up-and-comers now make those real wins. Getting those real numbers. Oh my goodness. Excellent stuff from CBE. You saw it here first at Battle Lounge here at Steeplejack Brewing. Street Fighter 6 is up and up. We love to see it.
All right.
And with that, we are finally getting into what our top 8 is looking like. Dagger G, Tiranua. I'm going to gamble saying Tiranua, CBE, and Reach are all your first top 4. What was it?
Terrania.
Tirania. There's a U in there, man. All right, I'm getting mixed.
That's a
I'm getting
right?
mixed, man.
Isn't there usually an I?
I don't know.
Okay.
But yeah.
Regardless
all right,
of
top
that.
4 of our top 8 winner side has been revealed to us. They've all climbed their way through, and now it's just going to be seeing who's going to make the loser side of the cut. It's top 8 for a reason, top 4 in the winners, top 4 in the losers. I'm really curious to see the bloodbath that is going on down
And
there.
I'm curious about the winner side set now that CVE has moved on there to play against Reach. I remember talking to CVE, and in terms of that Dalsum experience, not the most confident. We don't really have a whole lot of players, at least within the Portland area anymore, because what I'm trying to think. We used to have one Dalsum player.
We had
Plantain Poppy.
Oh, three then.
Yeah.
Three then. Two that were kind of like circulating the locals. Plantain Poppy in the beginning of the game was also doing pretty
Are
well
they
with
a
the
Guilty
character.
Gear player now?
Yes,
Normally?
known
Okay.
for Faust, Guilty
Okay.
Gear player. What was that? Awesome stuff. All right, we're going to be taking a quick break just for a little bit while we help the tournament iron itself out a little bit as Losers goes on. We'll be right back with you with more of Top 8. Until then, we'll see you later.
Y'all stay tuned. Welcome back, everyone, to Battle Lounge here in the Steeplejack Brewing Company, and we're back here with some more streets. I'm Nasta, joined here with Flex Luthor,
Howdy.
and we're here for more streets.
Yeah, no, this is going to be exciting stuff. We're nearing top 8. We're right on the cusp of seeing the full qualified lineup for the top 8 of this tournament. That being said, we have a bunch of losers qualifying matches that you're going to be seeing now. Of course, Nelson going to be making his return. If you have been watching since the break, he had just been upset against CVE on winner's side, and now going to have to fight for his tournament life for the remainder of this event, and that's always the best sets, right? You were talking about it right before stream started. Losers is the best. I think we need losers round 1 streamed more often. That's just me though. That's just me though.
Okay, I will say losers round 1 is where people are like sad. Like that is like the most brutal match to be out.
That's entertainment though.
You
that's
don't need
hype.
to see people at their lowest.
This
okay?
is not them at their lowest. All right, this
It's
is them
literally the lowest
at
part of
their
the
most
bracket.
important match of their lives. Just gets to be on stream. Is it a little like low-key barbaric? So I'm watching someone like fighting for their lives. A little bit.
You're kind of crazy for it.
I'm kind of crazy, man. This is a character assassination. I ain't standing for this.
All right. So I am curious whether we'll be seeing the Ryu again here from Nelson. I know at least over in Core Values 4 ended up sticking with the Blanca throughout the bracket. I don't feel like we really saw too many switches. So I already see the Ryu hovered. I feel like Nelson might be like, this is my Ryu turn. I am, sticking tried and true. And I feel like there's definitely something going on there. Luckily, not on dynamic here to start with.
Nelson hovered over that dynamic again. He's like, I might need to, just in case.
I kind of wanted to try it out.
He's like, now that you mention it. Checking out the buttons. Dynamic's most important feature is the button check.
Dude, I don't think I've ever seen that actually happen in bracket. I've seen modern on
You know
accident.
what? Here in PDX, miracles happen.
Miracles happen.
Miracles, a litany of miracles.
All
But now
right.
it's Nelson versus Chief Beef, Ryu versus Zangief, both warriors clashing against each other. I don't know what you feel about these characters, what you feel about this matchup. I know you dabbled a little bit in Ryu.
Yeah, I've dabbled a little bit with Ryu, but in terms of performance for characters, Beef is in a whole new spot in comparison to other games. I feel like at the moment, a character that is being considered a pretty big threat, which normally was like, oh no, this is a gimmick character in my bracket. No, going against a Geef has become an extremely scary thing here.
They made a combo for level 3. Like, how'd that happen? How did we get here? All right, excellent start for Nelson, taking the first round. It was a little bit of a back and forth, but once the burnout was in play, it was like, all right, night-night. Nelson's about to just go up and just do some Ryu business.
All right, I feel like Chief Beef getting a little bit more situated with the footsie situation here. Good patience, little pokes here and there. Is stuck in the corner, caught with the parry. That's going to be pretty huge here for Nelson, but good use of the armor, but caught by the cross-up DP.
Yeah, there was no counter hit to that either. That was actually would have had an option. I don't even think Nelson expected it to happen, but no worries. Nelson just kind of buckles down and says, all right, let's get back to cooking. Immediately gets that game won pretty soundly, in all honesty.
Okay.
Going back to Dynamic, he realized he's seeing his options. He's like, man, my combos aren't like
what on earth
100%
is
yet.
that like third thing in Dynamic? I have never seen that
Actually,
before.
uncharted territory. Nelson, a pioneer, actually put Dynamic on stream.
But we are
you.
seeing the Bison here. We were pretty quick there at the select screen, so not a whole lot of downtime. But, all right.
Yeah, let's see what the swap is really going to solve. I mean, obviously, this is a really good start, but Chief Beef also had a pretty good opener for game 1. So it's like, let's see if this, can withstand the board of attrition that is just Nelson putting down. Of course, it's going to be an EX gap closer. Perfect stuff to just try and match Nelson's just entire game plan, but another side swap.
Like, I'm already seeing here from Chief Beef much more like block pressure, getting a little bit more of those long form combos. It was all really Footsy's game with Yi, just because Nelson was playing the space so well.
Oh, barely whiffed the combo finisher there. Ryu's just combo game has just been nothing but elevated. Now, with this burnout, this is the element. Oh, the level 1 does not react. Oh my goodness. GP just turned. He shook his head. He's like, no, you're not doing that.
Yeah, bro, this is my losers round right now.
We're both fighting for survival right there, and that EX was a statement and a half. You gotta have faster reactions than that. There we go, the DI check just to see if an option or a button would come out from Bison.
Oh, goes for the grab there. It's really unfortunate because the positioning was so great there for Chief. Man, this is a tongue twister.
Chief Beef?
Chief Beef. Oh no, drops it there. That is gonna be a horrible punish.
Oh, kept it,
dude.
Extra simple. Just let the heavy kick sink into a DP. Tried and true. It's Ryu gameplay.
Like, I felt going for the OD back fist combo there. I've done it quite a bit on block, and man, it is just not a safe option in any way. But right now, Nelson dropping these supers at the moment, kind of giving
furthermore, though, Chief Beef didn't get a really good punish for that either. Good wake up parry, doesn't get results too much though. Kind of been what the song of Chief Beef and Bison for this entire set has just kind of like little missed opportunities here and there, but still finding the really heavy swings on always landing. Now Nelson just takes a bunch of damage off of the level 3.
Okay, keeping that corner pressure. Good. Doesn't get the catch on the jump in there, was just a little off the positioning. Right now, Nelson whiffs the setup there.
Oh my gosh, EX knowing I was going to try for the bomb.
That was genius.
He said, no way.
That was actually so smart.
No free EXs in this house.
I would have got hit.
Do you think dynamic controls would have hit that?
No.
Full honesty?
No.
That was just nothing. That was all Nelson. Nothing but Nelson.
I'll say it right now. Dynamic controls, kind of a nerf. I'll be real.
Controversial take. I'm gonna say it. I don't think he plays as good on dynamic controls. I'll say it. Also, if you can scoot a little bit to the left. Can't hog all my spotlight, bro.
No, I've been moving around. There's setups in the back.
Oh, yeah. Shout out Soul
Calibur
Calibur 6. Dude, the scene over here in Portland, learning that it's like one of the most prominent Soul Calibur 6 scenes in all of the US was like the coolest. Like, it was like a little treasure, right? Because, being so used to like all these like big main modern titles that a lot of people just kind of follow, seeing a scene for this game still stay so dedicated is just awesome. It's a marvel. They actually have some of the world's best talent here at this event. It's a borderline major for the game. That's really cool. They have a 3-time EVO champion here for Soul Calibur 6. Yes. No, it's awesome. And one of the best players in Europe. The best Raphael to ever grace the series.
Just like visiting?
Not visiting. He's here to play. When I say borderline major, I mean borderline major. I'm not playing. Be here for Soul Calibur 6.
Okay, I need to get into Soul Calibur 6 because right now...
he said now's the time.
Like, oh
hey,
my
if you're
goodness.
PDX, shout out New Souls. They're trying to get more people into the game. They're getting double-digit turnout for people that have never touched the game in their lives, and they're still pulling out new players. That's just how you know PDX got it like that for Soul Calibur 6. Be there. I promise you it's worth it.
Dude, I mentioned this scene to so many people, like, outside of the area, and they're just, like, so jealous. There's just, like, these people that have been low-key fiending to play Soul Calibur, and they're like, but there's no scenes for it anymore. Well, apparently
Hey.
here in Portland.
Hey, you made it. I told you. I told you. I told you you'd be on stream. All right? I told you.
For those who can't see it, we got Layton Cause coming over to the setup.
Layton Cause making his debut on stream on the cusp of making top 8. It was a little bit of a joke just talking to him about it. I was like, oh, I'll see you on stream. I was like, I'm a believer in Layton Cause. And I'll be damned, here he is on stream.
Well, that's absolutely crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I would have never guessed he'd show up on stream.
What a shocker. One of my DJ goats in the local region, he was the one we were talking about just having a insane knowledge base for the game and just being able to talk shop and talk, game plan and methods and optimizations for the game. He's probably the most vocal of the local region, so a big shout out to him. He's going to be doing numbers and we're going to be able to see him on stream. I'm happy. We're getting literally all of the heaters. The only person, unfortunately, we do not get to see is Black Mama Cats, Joe. Unfortunately, did not make it to the qualifying rounds. But, hey, again, big shout-outs to everyone who has been on stream. Looks like we're going to be seeing them pull up sooner rather than later.
All right.
So, yeah. Actually, I want to see if there's any other damage that's been done. Oh, ZD did make top 8 after beating Guava Jelly from Eugene 2-1. All right, so he stuck out. Awesome stuff. His ed is so good. It's so good. It was like knowing that going up against Reach is like the outlier in my opinion. I'm not biased or anything. I'm not. But I believe in the ZD Gambit. I think he'll make a pretty good upset.
Yeah, I think in terms, as I was mentioning, it was really like matchup. Like, Dawson is a character you don't really run into.
Yeah.
And then when you do, it's just like, are they really at Reach's level? Like, let's be real here.
No, a big thing you also have to factor in is best of 3 is
Yes.
a cutthroat format. Dude,
Give us
these sets last 5 minutes, right? Like it's just no.
Give
I mean,
us
like
first
it's like
of
it's a
three.
double-edged sword. All right,
See,
it's like
I am a strong believer in Streets being,
a best of 5 game.
or like first to 3.
I mean, Marissa 2 touches you. It's fair. It's fair. We're playing anime fight. Don't look at me like that. He said it, not me. Hold up.
I'm sorry.
Saying production give.
for scheduling, yes.
Dude,
Being a player though, it is like I'll take it any day. No, really? Okay. Production has their own opinion.
Dude, we
Well,
commentated.
no, yeah.
We commentated Smash Ultimate for the longest time, and this region decided to go best of 5 for the whole tournament recently.
It is.
I'm not joking.
Dude.
Majors are now doing it for that game, and that is like 7-minute games minimum because everyone plays to timeout. When I was told it was like, oh yeah, our best of 5s are last like 9 minutes, I'm like, it's a miracle.
When I
Christmas
record
miracle.
my entire top 8, go back to the video and see that it is 4 hours. I will be, I'll be a little bit in disbelief, and then I'll remember it's like, no, that was accurate.
Oh yeah, JDB the Pac-Man player is in all 4 hours of that makes sense.
Yeah.
But enough of that game. We're going back into some real fighting games. Street Fighter 6, of course, making a comeback. Layton Cause versus, if I can remember the name, Whiskey for Breakfast.
All right.
Oh my. Awesome stuff. This is the final round before we're going to be seeing top 8. Who is going to come out on top? Layton Cause, of course, kind of have the reputation and the standard to be able to hit that top 8. Whiskey for Breakfast, I haven't seen him since Street Fighter 5.
So,
I'm
Whiskey
excited.
for Breakfast did end up being at Core Values 4. I don't know if Layton Cause and Whiskey for Breakfast played, but they definitely both made their way on stream one time or another. And we see Layton Cause with a solid call out there for the corner pressure. He's just got to deal with this, Akuma, safe option, man. It's just like so many things you can kind of throw out against your opponent.
Oh yeah, speaking of which, this is the first Akuma we're seeing on stream and the first kick we're seeing on stream. Man, look at that combo. Excellent start.
That was off the target combo that, like, in Season 2 they added the extension to, right?
I believe so.
Yeah.
I believe. It's interesting seeing that the changes that they made to DJ specifically, resulting in all these like really like odd combos and options for the character just to make sure that he can survive the meta. He's stayed a relatively like near top tier character, even despite all of the little nerfs that they gave him. But Akuma, we have to talk about Akuma. This character has been nothing but a monstrosity in terms of Shoto gameplay.
Yeah. In terms of, you know, higher representation in brackets, I have mentioned it like seems to be a little bit of a rarity, but when you see a good Akuma player like, you know, get something going, it's just like, how can you say this character isn't the best Shoto?
Yeah, no, he absolutely has everything going for him, but hey, little bread and butters like that is further proof that, you know, despite all of those stats, despite all those things, it comes down to the pilot as Leighton Cause goes up 2-0 with a very strong win to end game 1. Damn near perfect, if not for like one little trade.
Yeah, and I feel like this is, you know, one of these difficult matchups with, you know, just the damage output DJ can put out, and you have that 20% reduction in health as Akuma. So you can only take like 3 good interactions at best.
Yeah.
And that is being generous.
It's a scary sight indeed. There we go, a little bit of fireball game, just kind of testing the waters right now, seeing what Leighton Cause wants to do. There we go with a crouch forward into drive rush cancel. It's the tried and true, it's the standard for this game. There we go, an EX fireball. Thinking Matt Bay just immediately goes for the overhead into the sweep is interesting.
Bent force into burnout here. Good tech there on the grab, throwing out that quick little fireball.
There we go. Ooh, good jab check. Immediately goes into heavy Sobot kick. There we go. Another anti-air just meeting him in the skies. Waits it out, and this should be ample punishment. Excellent work from Leighton Cause, now up 1-0 in rounds. He might just be able to walk into this losers just not scot-free, but like with a domination of a set.
Yeah, Whiskey right now just not getting these combos going. Trying to go for a lot of the block pressure. Okay, going for the grab. Caught on the demon flip there. Stuck in the corner. And right now, level 3 on deck here too. Can't make a mistake. All right. Keeping it going there with the fireball. Getting a little meter back, but caught in the air here. What's your option?
It's going to be a throw. It's not going to be enough to kill and end the game just yet. Whiskey still has an opportunity. Immediately gets grab tag and is in burnout. What do you do? It's a scary sight when the EX Fireball came out.
I'll be real. I was ready for him to be dead on that grab.
Akuma
totally
HP.
prepared.
Akuma HP bar moment. Yeah, no. That's where, you know what? Reasonable. You know what? Reasonable.
I saw that and was like, it might just be over.
Oh, is it done? Was it done?
Yeah.
A little sooner than expected.
I had like an extra chance at it, but being in burnout, you're still such in a bad situation.
Yeah. No, despite it all, Leighton Cause walks forward into top 8, being the last of the qualifiers. Try to double check the brackets. Yes, it should be T-Sven Simon should be ending up relatively soon. Again, we saw Simon earlier, and T-Sven has yet to make an appearance, but Chun-Li player, who's also been doing pretty well, kind of in that CVE Black Mama Cats area. So it wouldn't be surprising for either player to move on into this top 8. Which is interesting to note, though, that Simon has just climbed his way back up.
Okay.
He was the start of the tournament for us, like round 1 winner's side, and it's just clawed through the rest of the competition into immediately being potentially on stream.
Okay.
Oh, actually, looks like we got Nelson ZD coming up.
All right.
Good
Right.
to
So
know.
I'm excited for this set, but man, ZD just kind of being put against.
He's through the gauntlet. But
This
you kind of
is
have
the
to. You
gauntlet.
kind of have
Yeah.
to. Not to mention, CVE being upsetting Nelson is like
yeah.
another big factor why ZD now has a much harder bracket. There's no way around it.
Yeah.
This has just become infinitely harder. But hey, that just means more good ass games for ZD. ZD getting this like experience with these players is always encouraged. Ask for harder matchups. All right, don't get a coast bracket. Get that knowledge, get that experience.